everyone, it's Courtney. We are here outside of Michael's today, just days after they've announced that they've bought the intellectual property of Joanne. So I thought it'd be really fun today just to go inside and see what's in it. This is a pretty well-stocked Michael's as far as yarn is concerned, so let's go see. The last time I was at this particular Michael's was about 3 months ago, on Mardi Gras actually. I remember thinking that they were very well stocked. Ooh, we're coming up on the yarn aisle. Here I see this is like their thread, their collection of threads. And I know those can be really good for like knitting or crocheting Irish lace. This aisle, they're gonna have most of their tools and notions. So here's all of like the knitting needles. And they've even got some circular needles, some double pointed needles. And this thing down here says knit quick. So it's like a knitting machine, I think. They also have some looms for loom knitting, some big chunky knitting needles. And over here they have some yarn bowls and a few crochet hooks. My daughter went into another aisle and brought me this skein of loops and threads. Sweet Snuggles, it's a really beautiful lilac purple. And here they have their selection of Caron Simply Soft. This yarn is so smooth. It's been a while since I've worked with this yarn, but I've got to say their color selection is looking pretty great. On this visit, the Sweet Snuggles selection is looking kind of low. I feel like this is somewhat to be expected because of all the excess business they must have gotten from the closing of Joanne. I got really excited when I saw this yarn called Flex in another creator's video because I think it is so charming. I also really love it in this yellow colorway. And I had to show you it in this pinky rosy colorway as well. It looks like we found their Caron Cakes section. This one is called Cloud Cakes and it has like a very beautiful purple in the center. There's some other colors as well that look so lovely. Up here it looks like they have one called Baby Cakes. It looks a little more cottony than the Cloud Cakes. Down here this one's called Cinnamon Swirl Cakes, looking very appetizing for yarn. This colorway with the brown, mint, and pink I think is exceptionally beautiful. More Caron Cakes yarn. Wow, so many different varieties. There's one called Macchiato Cakes. This is their remaining collection of skinny chenille. Last time I was here, they had a huge bin of this and it looked so appealing. I've always wanted to work with this yarn. I haven't gotten the chance to just yet. As we're turning down the next aisle, we see that they have their Bernat Blanket Big, and I think they have some really nice different colorways. I'm not seeing the one that I got at Joann's when it was closing though. That one was called Bright Lights. This yarn I believe is called Petite Pearl and it's by Michael's own yarn brand, which is Loops and Threads. It reminds me a lot of the skinny chenille, but I can see in some ways it looks to be a bit different. It looks a little more luxury. It's not that I really care about having the air of luxury in my home decor, but I can see how some people might be. I found one lonely skein of chenille Home Slim by Loops and Threads. And this here is also by Loops and Threads. It's called Colorcraft. It looks to be a good acrylic. And here it seems that we're coming up on some of their cotton yarns, but they also have some Lion Brand wool ease. I found some interesting yarns from Loops and Threads. It looks like this one is called Charisma. They have it in some nice and neutral colorways, as well as some that are more bright, like this one has purple, yellow, and pink. It also has some blue and some green in it. Personally, I think this looks really nice. Here's that Charisma again in some light blue. It also looks like this is a 100% acrylic yarn. How cool. This colorway is J79. I guess they don't have like colorway names, just numbers. Perhaps I'm a bit paranoid, but I definitely don't want to leave this place worse than it was when I came, so I decided to just gently spruce up the yarn stock. found this yarn called Impeccable Stripes, and I think it is beautiful. This one does have a colorway name, and it is Unicorn Stripe. I have some good memories of working with this. It's like an impeccable camo tweed. Here are some more beautiful yarns from the Impeccable family by Loops and Threads. You can tell I love a good acrylic. This Michaels also has a Tom Daly yarn called Made with Love, and I just wanted to show you. As we were heading out, I noticed that they had a little section of inventory dedicated to celebrating Pride. Well, I've got my yarn and I think it's been a really great day. I even got to go next door to the Aldi's and get myself a little something. So I'm gonna go and grab a disposable utensil to eat this with. And when I get home, I'm just gonna continue to crochet. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!